Hey, what's up, y'all? So, good news out of Busch Gardens Williamsburg today. Opening in 2020 will be Pantheon, a new Intamin coaster that will reach 72.5 miles per hour, making it the fastest multi-launch coaster in North America. It also includes a forward and backward launches, 2 inversions, and a 95-degree drop. So will this be the best new coaster of 2020? There are a number of reasons I think it could be. Starting with the fact that we really haven't had a major Intamin ride built in the U.S. in a minute. By major, I mean a real ass kicker. I mean, sure, we had Hagrid just open, and we've got a few rides coming to Nickelodeon Universe, if that ever opens, but it's really been a long time since we've seen something like El Toro or Sky Rush or I-305. And as we know, Intamin makes very intense rides some of the time, so it's quite possible that this could be really stellar. This is also the first appearance stateside of this sort of new direction that Intamin is going with the incorporating these RMC-ish elements. We first saw these implemented on when we got the peaks of the Park Asterix coaster and the Wallaby Belgium coaster, and everybody went crazy for them because it was so outside of Intamin's playbook, and they really looked like a lot of fun. So they've gone in a new direction, and it turns out now that we're going to see some of this craziness come to the United States before either of those coasters open. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Intamin is going to do with these sort of new elements. It's also the first appearance in the United States of the new trains that Intamin has used on Terran, and from what I've read online, these are supposed to be the same sort of trains. They're supposedly very comfortable. They have a really nice look to them, so I'm excited to try them out for that. Another reason I think this could really be one of the best coasters of 2020 is that stall. This thing is crazy. I just keep looking at it over and over. It's so long. It's going down this hill. It looks awesome. The flow of this ride is really awesome too. I really like how it goes together from beginning to end. I love airtime as much as the next person on the positive G's, inversions, everything about coasters, but you really have to put them together into a good layout. And I'm all about the layout, and this coaster really seems to have a nice layout. It starts with a nice beginning where it just sort of moseys out of the station around a few turns down the hill, the action gets going, and then all of a sudden you hit the first launch. So you're launched up the top hat, you pause and fall backwards, which should provide some really nice airtime, and then you hit that backward spike, which should provide more airtime before you're launched one more time up and over the top hat. And then comes the huge 180-foot, 95-degree dive down to the river, where I assume you reach the top speed of 72.5 miles an hour, and then an outward bank turn reminiscent of one of my favorite parts of Steel Vengeance. That is definitely one of the best parts of that ride. Just provides tons of airtime, throws you to the side. I absolutely love it. And then, of course, comes that stall that I talked about earlier. Finally, the coaster wraps up with some banking and a few tricks here and there and hits the brakes. It looks really good. When I attended the Ace Christmas event at Busch Gardens Williamsburg last year, the president told us the chain was really going to be focused on thrill rides in the future, and obviously he wasn't lying. We've got a new Woody coming in San Antonio, we've got a dive coaster coming in San Diego, an RMC at Busch Gardens Tampa, of course this ride at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and rumors of a new coaster in Orlando as well. Actually, I don't think that's rumors, I think it's on RCDB right now. So does this mean we're going to get a Giga at Sesame Place? So anyway, yeah, the ride has some competition next year. We've got BGT's new RMC, we've got Kings Island's Giga, Hershey's Hyper, SeaWorld's Dive, which pass, and we're even getting a Woody at SeaWorld San Antonio. So we'll see if it's the best in 2020. My hopes are pretty high. I think it's going to be a great ride. But what about you? What do you think? Were you impressed with this announcement that we got today, or did you think it was a big fat zero? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, it's going to be it for this episode. Take care and enjoy the ride.
Epic thrills come together in the new Pantheon. Coming in 2020 to Busch Gardens Williamsburg.